Find out more about egg creams in this episode of Antique Bottle Stories. Fox's You Bet is based in Brooklyn, New York, and founded in 1895 by Herman and Ida Fox, who were Jewish immigrants, and they started by cooking syrup over an open flame in his tenement house in Brownsville. In 1904, Fox created the original formula for chocolate syrup used in egg creams, which has neither eggs nor cream. Fox's is still the preferred syrup used in both fountain and homemade egg creams in the New York area. One time, while in Texas looking for oil, Herman Fox came upon the phrase, "You bet it's good." Originally, the label read, "Fox's You Bet It's Good," but over the years it became simply Fox's You Bet. Egg cream purists seek out the kosher for Passover version of Fox's You Bet syrup as opposed to the regular version, which apparently tastes more like the original since it's made with cane sugar instead of corn syrup. Herman Fox's grandson, David Fox, runs the plant now, along with his son, and for more than 100 years, around Hanukkah, they start preparing the plant to produce the kosher batch. To prepare the kosher syrup, everything is sanitized, sterilized, and boiled. It takes an entire day to prepare, a day lost of production. The 36,000 square foot factory, once it's back up and running, will produce 2,000 crates a day, each containing a dozen bottles. Proud of his family's legacy, David said, "At the end of the day, when you die, all you're left with is your name and what it represents." So what's in an egg cream? It has just 3 ingredients: milk, seltzer water, and chocolate syrup. How it got its name and who exactly invented the very first egg cream is the subject of much debate. Apparently there are a few competitors claiming that they invented it first. Herman Fox is obviously one, and then there's a guy named Louis Oster who is also a Jewish immigrant in New York City. Oster is said to have served the first egg creams in 1890 from his Brooklyn candy shop. From the very beginning, it was an instant hit. Oster would charge 3 cents a glass and sell up to 3,000 of them on a hot day. Oster would make the syrup in the back of his store with the windows blacked out, and his secret recipe went with him to the grave. However the drink came to be, the egg cream became super popular and spread throughout the city. Every candy shop in New York City and the surrounding areas were not complete without egg creams. But by the 60s and 70s, bottled, canned, and vending machine dispensed soda pushed soda fountains out of business, and with them, the egg creams. But today, if you travel through Brooklyn or Manhattan, there are still businesses that proudly keep the egg cream tradition alive to this day. I found a couple websites dedicated to finding the best shops in New York. The links are below. Some people really take this egg cream debate seriously. I see arguments about how the frothy head needs to be white to be authentic, which means that the syrup gets squirted in after the seltzer and milk. Others say that the brown frothy head is the authentic way, and I think it just depends on where you grew up, on which you prefer. I can't find an exact date when Fox's You Bet started producing the fruit-flavored syrups, but I know my bank bottle is from the early 50s. Fox's bank bottles were used as containers for grape or orange-flavored syrup, which could be mixed with water to make a drink. The bottles are almost 9 inches tall and contain 12 fluid ounces. Graduation marks and numbers from 1 to 12 indicate how much of the syrup you need to make one drink. Each drink used 1 ounce of syrup for every 7 ounces of water. The label indicates that the syrup could be poured on ice cream, pudding, or pancakes to make a tasty treat. After the bottle was empty, the cap had a slot, so you could use it as a bank. Each side of the bottle has an image of a fox wearing a bow tie and a jacket with buttons and pockets. I've never had an egg cream, but I really want to try one now. And it just so happens that one of my favorites, Chef John from Food Wishes, has a tutorial on how to make an egg cream. I will link the video in the description. In the meantime, I hope you try one, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.